been knocked down like so to the successful bidder. So once the property goes selling and sold, the property will be deemed as sold, and I'll take absolutely no late bids at all, ladies and gentlemen. So please be advised, buyers, bid strong, bid quick, bid loud, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got an upper limit, make sure you reach out and beyond. If you've got only one golden opportunity for this fine piece of real estate for many decades to come, that you can call it home. By bidding here today, buyers, you didn't have read, understood all the relevant documentations on display today, will sign a cash, unconditional contract. There will be no cooling off period and no buyer's conditions. And the successful purchaser's obligations are simply twofold. Firstly, you pay a humble 10% deposit, and secondly, the remaining balance will be payable in settlement terms.
Settlement.
What's the settlement? 30, 60 to 90 days. Loud and clear, ladies and gentlemen. However, if you have any arrangements regarding any longer or shorter settlement terms, or how you like to manage to pay the deposit, as long as it's agreed prior to the auction, your agreements do still stand. So you can bid with confidence. By bidding here today, buyers, you didn't have read, understood all the relevant documentations on display in the past 4 weeks and 30 minutes time, and I'll simply take a silence as an all clear, and we're all good to go. If you've got any questions, I'll send whatever agents to help you out. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's take a look at this fine piece of real estate here. 8 Fletcher Parade in the beating heart of Burwood, from the front to the back, from sidewalls to sidewalls, from inside and out. Ladies and gentlemen, there's absolutely nothing left in your imagination. You know you found a right one when you see it, buyers. Let's not talk about the locations just yet. Let's just flip over our floor plan and take a look at this beautiful piece of real estate. We've got 4 generously sized bedrooms. We've got the bungalow at the back as well. We have the formal lounge, dining space, and plus a nice sunroom, and plus the garage right over here. Elevated land, but it's still very flat. No big trees. You can unleash your imagination. Doesn't matter if you're looking to renovate it, or do nothing, or to extend it, or even down the track, knocking it down and rebuilding something like your neighbours right in your street. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, this property possesses unlimited potential, and this area is worthy of every penny that you spend. Let's look at the park right over there. It's a free public park with the government maintaining it for you. Your private lawn, where you can go there every single morning, walk your dog, have a bit of a running, jogging as well. It's the extension of the Gardner's Creek Reserve. It's probably the longest green belt in the southeastern corridor. Ride a bike, it would take you all the way to South Yarra. It's a beautiful location, and plus, ladies and gentlemen, Deakin Uni is at the doorstep. PLC, if your daughter goes there to study, she can walk there within 3.5 minutes time, without you having to take a bus or give her a lift or anything at all, buyers. And also, we have the future Burwood station being constructed right now across the road from PLC. The new train station, and also the shopping areas such as the Burwood Village along Toorak Road, Burwood One Shopping Centre, Burwood Heights Shopping Precinct, Burwood Brickworks Shopping Centre, Box Hill Central, it's not too far away from here, Surrey Hills Junction, where you can go Route 70 tram that will take you to CBD in about 35 minutes time. And also we have the bus services right at the top of Elgar Road. We have Route 75 tram just on the other side at the corner of Burwood Highway. So this location, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely second to none. So that's why I took so much of an extensive amount of time to reiterate that this location is just absolutely perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 100% clearance rate for auctions today so far, and I can assure you this is probably one of the strongest indicator that the market is now bouncing back. With a surely interest rate will surely go down again in a roll from August onwards. We have now entered into a new cycle in real estate. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, everyone who did not make a purchase back in 2018, 2020, 2022 have regretted. So ladies and gentlemen, enough said on my end. You've seen it. You've loved it. I'll leave it to you.
1.1
$1,100,000. Thank you for bidding, guys. Welcome now to the auction at $1,100,000. At 1.1. At $1.1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for 1.2. Who would like to buy it for 1.2? We're at 1.1 now. We take $100,000 on the rise. At 1,100,000. At 1,100,000 with Hans down at the back. At 1.1. We take $100,000. Round me up to 1.2. Nice and easy, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, I'm not uncomfortable to place a vendor bid, but I'd rather leave this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to you. At 1.1, I called down 3 times. Once now, 1.1. Second opportunity, 1.1. For the third and final, at $1,100,000, ladies and gentlemen, here's a vendor bid at 1.2. Nice and easy. 1,200,000 against you, Hans. We're 1.2 now. We're 1.2. We're $1,200,000. Let's go for another 25,000 on the rise. We take 25. 1.2 the bid, 1.2 the call on very fine slice of Burwood on 588 square meters of land. At $1,200,000. At 1.2. At 1.2 now to call 3 times. What's now? 1.2. 1,200,000. Second opportunity at $1,200,000. Third and final call. All done. All finished.
Yeah, 25K.
25K. 1.2 and 25. Welcome now to you. 1.2 and 25. 1.2 and 25 against you, Hans. We've got 2 players in this race. At 1,220,000. At 1.2 and 20. At 1.2 and 20 with Winston. At $1,225,000. At 1.2 and 25. Should I see a 1.25? Nice and easy. 1.25 to jump back. At 1.2 and 25 now from your competitor, sir. Guys, what would you like to do? Take me to 1.25 and see how it goes. What do you say, Hans? Need to know. 1.2 and $25,000. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. What?
25.
25. 1.25. I should think so. 1.2 and $50,000 now. 1.25. 1.25. How about another 25,000? The market is on the rise. 1.2 and 50,000. At 1,250,000 now. 1.25. At 1.25. Not excluding anyone here in the crowd. 1.2 and $50,000. At 1.25. At 1.25 now to call 3 times again. You're in the box seat. Once. 1.25. Twice. $1,250,000. Third and final call. All done. Silent and finished.
1.275.
75. Thank you. Just in the nick of time. 1.3 determined. 1.3 strong. At 1,300,000 now. 1.3 and 25. Yes. 1.3 and $25,000. 1.3 and 25. Back at you at 50. At 1.3 and 50,000 now. At $1,350,000. We're at $1,350,000. At 1.35. At 1.3 and 50,000. $1,350,000 now. Once the call. 1.3 and $50,000 on my left. On the market and selling, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing for keeps. The reserve price is way behind us. 25, 1.3 and 75,000. How about 1.4? 1.3 and 75. $1,375,000, $1,380,000, down in $5,000 we can take 1.38. 1.38 now against you. It probably will be changing hands today. We will be selling away $1,380,000. Here it goes. 10, 90. I heard that. 139. How about 1.4? Need 1.4 to jump back. Or 390, 95. I wouldn't mind. $1,390,000. At $1,390,000, I'll call it down and I'll sell. What's 1,390,000? 5K. 1.4, how about it? 1,395,000. At 1,395,000 now. At $1,395,000, I'll call it down 3 times. 1,400,000. Thank you and welcome back. 1,400,000 now. 1.4 at 1,400,000. At 1.4. At 1.4 and 10. Oh, just 1,000. Just 1,000. Just 1,000. Still money. 1 4 and 1. 1 4 and 1. 1 4 and 1. At 1 4 and 1 now. Kimi, what would you like to do? 1,405. Good strong bid. 1 4 and 5. 1 4 and 6. 1 4 and 6. 1 4 and 6. 1 4 and 6. I'm getting ready to knock it down. 1 4 and 6. 1 4 and 6,000. I'll call it down 3 times, guys, and I'll sell. Box. 1 4 and 6. Twice. 1 4 and 6. Third. What? Is that 1,000 or 5? 1,000. 1 4 and 7. 1 4 and 7. 1 4 and 7,000. 4 and 8. 1 4 and 8,000. 1 4 and 8,000. 1 4 and 8. $1,480,000. $1,408,000. Sorry. 1 4 and 8. 410. 410 determined. 410 strong. 1,412. 1 4 and 12. I believe now it's just you or your competitors with that one last 1,000 to make the difference. 1 4 and 12. We're 1 4 and 12 now. How about it? How about it? Out. I called 3 times. First call. 1 4 and 12. Second call now. At 1 4 and 12. Third. The final call. Done. Finish. All silent. Selling. Selling. Ladies and gentlemen, once the knockdown, let's all give a big round of applause to our winners for the hard-earned victory of $1,412,000. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Kimi, are you out? 100%. No more interest. Thank you very much. How about this side? No more interest. Thank you very much. How about the far side, ma'am? Are you out? Are you out? No? No more interest. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. I will be knocking it down. 3, 2. One more. 13. How about 1.5? Let's go straight up to 1 for 1.5. 1 for 1.5. 1 for 1.5. 1 for 1.5. Are you out? In or out? 1 for 1.5. 1 for 1.5 now. 1 for 1.5. Henry, Kimmy, come on. Need to know. Hurry up. What do you say? Instructions. Are you out? And this time around, guys, I will not call down 3 times. I go like 3, 2, 1, and I'll sell. Henry, out. Are you out? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. We are sold. Congratulations. Well done. Commiserations to my representatives. Thank you so much for attending another Ray White Burwood Sox. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And by the way,
谢谢啦，谢谢啦。